I am live. That's good. Let me get a pop-out chat. Let's see who's in there. Close out of here. I don't need that. I don't need that. Don't need that. Let's go to... Hello, boys and girls, if anybody's here yet. I'm testing OBS streaming to YouTube. It's been so long since I did it. I forgot how to do it. All right, I see Ron and Larry. Can you hear me all right? Testing 1, 2. I got my mic a little bit off, sitting where you can't see it, but you should be able to hear me. Quentin, can you all hear me okay? Good. Good deal. Oh, and here's, like, the last time I went live, YouTube, OBS has an automatic chat function. You can see the chat now and type in it too, right from OBS. But it's slow. There it goes. Yeah, I just typed that. That's very cool. Right from OBS. Yep, I only have them set on. I don't even have the bit rate up. I got it set 3,000. I think I can go up. I got 40 uploaded, 40, so I can go up a bit more. But it's good though. It's fine. You know. And so I scheduled it, and I had to look up because it's different. I couldn't remember how to do it actually. But now tell me, can you hear the effects from my guitar? If I click on this, let me know if you can hear anything. I have it muted now right now. If it's too loud. I think I just screwed up. On this, let me know if you can hear anything. I have it muted now right now. If it's too loud. I think I just screwed up. Now I think I'm all right. On this. All right, good. Yeah, let me know if you can hear the guitar. Oh man. You guys are still seeing me, right? I hit the wrong button by accident. Let me see something. Uh-oh. All right, good. Yeah, let me know if you can hear the guitar. Oh man. I think you guys are still seeing me, right? I hit the wrong button by accident. Let me see something. Uh-oh. All right, good. Yeah, let me know if you can hear the guitar. Oh man. Yeah, you're picking up. I was looking at this stream. You're picking up. So you guys can still see me. Give me, and tell me if you can hear the. Now, Poo Ninja, hello. Now, was the with my audio and the guitar, is my guitar too loud, or is the mic too loud? haven't gone live on you, just straight to. I haven't gone live straight from OBS in a long time, And with all the updates, it's a little different. So I just try to go live. I had to read up on it a little bit, and like I said, now they have a chat function, a chat window, a docking window. That it's the YouTube chat that I can see. I don't have to. I can stay in the YouTube window, see everything. All right, that's enough of that. So we go to the guitar works with my loop back. The video looks good. And pretty cool. Pretty cool. Yeah, the video looks good. I'm on an Elgato face cam that I got about a year ago. It's a good camera. Good webcam. Not as good as the, if I would use my Sony digital camera, but it's hooked up to the other computer next to this computer. I didn't feel like unplugging it. Hey, Rick! How you doing, Rick? Should I upgrade to OBS? Don't you use OBS? You got, whatever you do is fine. Hey, Falcro, whatever you do is fine. Rick, you got some of the best. What's working for you? You should stick with it. So you can easily. Why is that heart? I can't see the chat. The heart is in the way. Hold on. So you can easily. Now Don, he's having trouble. I'm trying to get him to come live again because we don't do stuff. But where he moved at. His internet is like spotty. Sometimes it works good. Sometimes it doesn't. So he hasn't been doing anything. But I'm trying to get him to try it again. Yeah, Rick, what you do is fine. You worked out. I know you're Mac. I'm a Mac. I can do Mac too. I have a Mac. I'm not on it now, but I have a Mac Mini M1 that I got about 2 years ago. And actually, I kind of been ignoring it lately. And it's great. There's nothing wrong with it. It's really good, especially if you like. The only thing I have a 256 gigabyte drive in there. But I do have 16 gigabytes of memory, which is good. But I like Final Cut Pro. I mean, I was really getting into that. But I still go back to DaVinci Resolve, for video editing. Oh, you scared me. My dog scared me. You scared me. You scared me. But I like Final Cut Pro. And I'm just using, they have like a 90-day demo version. And then when they come update, with new updates, you just download it again. It starts the 90-day over again. Final Cut Pro, and the same thing with Logic. But I like all the built-in effects with Final Cut Pro, really. But I still migrate back to DaVinci Resolve because it's my dog. It's Skylar. That's Skylar. How old are you now? I forget. You're 10 years old, right? Maybe 10 and a half almost. Yeah. She's a good dog. She's a little overprotective. She's a barker. Where I live, I got to get out of it. I got to keep him on a leash, and anything that goes by my home, she barks at. Yeah, we sold her, we had a split single family home. We sold about coming up on 4 years ago, and we bought a mobile home. Yeah, we're trailer trash now. Actually, this is a really nice mobile home park. And see you later, Ron. And it's just easier for my wife to get around. Everything's on one floor. It's 3 bedroom, 2 baths. It's really nice. When we've been in here. May will be 4 years. But this guy owned this park, and he's this older guy. He sold it to this big conglomerate, and you know what they do. I mean, it's our rent has doubled almost since we've been here, and in only 4 years. So it's that's what they do. And these big conglomerates, they buy these mobile home parks and jack up their rent so they can get richer than they are. So I don't know what's gonna. We're all right for now. We're all right for now. But anyway, but I thought I'd try OBS. Streaming with OBS. Let me get the guitar again. Wait, back up. Watch that, Scott. Watch, you're gonna get tangled up. I've been on these for the last year. I still got my expensive, but I've been buying these cheap guitars, these budget guitars, and they play pretty well. Yeah, I had to do some setup, set them up. Like, well, this one here, this is a Gear IT. This was $116, right? $116. It came with rolled frets, not one sharp frets, and it was pretty amazing. I'm assuming the nut is cut very well, but I'm pretty sure it's plastic. And of course, ceramic pickups, they're not the greatest. But I'm doing everything with the DAW, and I can kind of get decent sounds. And of course, it gets out of tune a little bit when it's special. But you can hear the effects with the guitar, correct? Give me a thumbs up if the guitar is okay. I mean, the effects on the guitars, you can hear it. I'm out half step. I got to tune down a half step. Down. Let me see. No. Larry. Ever since I put native on here, that's all. Yeah, that's all I read. I never hardly ever go into anything else. Just native sounds. It's just like the Helix. It's the same things the Helix. Ooh, I hit it. I hit it right that time. Can't play sitting down and hovering over. Can't do that. Can't do it like that. All right, put that nonsense down. $116. A great guitar if you got a child. Great guitar for me, for my skill level, it's a great guitar. But if you had a child, man, it came with a tuner and a guitar strings, which I'm not using. I put Diodaros on there, 942s. Came with picks, which is $160. But I bought like 6 or 7 cheap guitars. Like 6 of them are under $200 the past year. I'm not buying anything expensive. I still got my, I got my actually right there. Right there on the end is my American Deluxe Stratocaster 2015. Then the bluish green one is the 2020 or 21 American Pro Telecaster. And then to that is the 2020 Gibson SG. And then there is a Epiphone SG worn green with P90s. Anyway, I still got my Les Paul too, my 2019 Blueberry Burst. James, how you doing? James, Rick, Larry. The only thing, it doesn't say how many people are in the chat on here, but I don't expect it. This was a not scheduled. Me and Larry were talking about going mess around with OBS. I said it's been so long since I did it. I want to see how it's working. So it says here, let me see, my CPU usage in OBS says it's like 0.5%. It's pretty good. Now it's an older PC, but it's still pretty high. It's 4 years, coming up on 4 years old, I guess. But I'm telling you that now's the time. I'm sure there's still some good deals out there. They had some good, holiday deals for computers or laptops. I mean, the amount of power you can get these days. For what I paid for this one here I built, which is, here, you want to see? Here, I'll show you what it is. Let me, because I got my other camera. Let's see if I can, and of course you just fell off of there. Oh man, did I break that? I sure did. Look at that. My, look, it had the screw mount, came right out of it on my C920. I had it on a, oh man, I can't get it off. Yeah, it's the second one that did that. I guess I have to glue it back in. See, look at that. It's the second. Yeah. I can't even get it back in. But anyway, let me add this other camera. Show you what I was talking about. Add video capture device. Okay. And now we want the C920. There you go. All right. We'll just keep it like that. That's the computer I'm on right now. This right here with the lights, which I'm not a fan of RGBs, but I did it. But I got a huge heat-sinking fan in there. I mean, I don't know why. I don't ever clock, but it works really well. I mean, after the 80,000 BIOS updates I did to it in the last 4 years, it's very solid, very solid. And here's the mic I'm on, my Elgato Wave 3. And here's the other camera, which you're seeing me on. That's the Elgato Facecam. That's my favorite webcam of all time. Webcam. Now, of course, it's not. I use this sometimes too. This is connected with the other PC, my digital Sony A6000. That thing, that's got the best quality. But it's quite expensive too. But it's cheap for a digital camera, but it's more expensive. And I have this computer here, and right next to it, it's hard to see. You see that white one? It's not quite as powerful as that one. I built them about the same year, and that's not quite as fast. But I have the digital camera and some of the other stuff hooked up to that. So let me close out of that. Or just mute that, and I gotta see if I can glue that thing back in here. That's like a second. Well, I just dropped it. Daggone it. There it is. That's the second Logitech camera that the screw mount grommet fell out. Anyway, so I hope everybody had a good Christmas. My wife got me this, mostly clothes, because since I've been fat, I'm so depressed I don't buy clothes for myself since I got fat, but my wife does. My wife bought me this. Look at that. It's wooden picks. But it's not, I won't use it, but look at the engraving on it. M&M, Mitch and Margaret, that's for us. I pick you. But it's really cool, and it's got my name, Mitch Rocks, on there. That's my favorite gift that I got. Very nice. Like I said, a lot of clothes, and it's like I diet every other year. I mean, I go through clothes left and right, and every time I don't keep the weight off, I gain it back, and I get bigger than I've ever been. It's terrible, terrible. My doctor wants me to do the bariatric surgery, and because I can't keep it off normally, and I'm scared of that. Anyway, let's not talk about that. But so I think everything is good. The only thing I don't like, it adjusts. I don't like that. If I can turn the software off, let me turn the Logitech software on, and let me see if I can turn that stuff off so it doesn't do that automatically. I hate when see how it adjusts the light. I think I can turn that off. I don't want to. Let's see. I have to do it on. Turn that off. See what happens when I do that. You know, let me turn the white balance off. Oh boy, that ain't good. All right, that's not too bad. Okay, so everything's not on automatic. There, it's not changing, but I'm a little too light. And I can drop that down, the ISLC down a little bit. There, see, it's not too bad. It's not changing when I can live with that. Good enough. Anywho. But let me see if we got any more. Okay, we got the usual suspects in here. Yeah, like I said, it wasn't a scheduled thing. Just the only thing is you can't on OBS you can't have guests in here. I mean, normally you can do other things to get guests in here. If we do the, I think me, Quentin, some other. We did it a few years ago, and I forgot what was it. It was like OBS Ninja. It's called something else now. Actually, it did work. But it's nothing is simpler than StreamYards. I think everybody would agree. But the sound's going to be better in here for sure. Like with the freer version of StreamYards, I don't think you're getting any stereo, and you're limited to 720. Here I'm doing 1080. You know, but it's still easier. Just somebody that's not familiar with. Just hey, give them this link here. Just go in there and give it permission to use your camera and mic, and you're off to the races. That's all you got to do. Johnny Beam. Hey, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Johnny Beam in the house. Let me see. And Rick, I've been watching your streams. I don't say too much. I comment. I always like them. I go in there. Did you lost a lot of weight, or it looks like you lost a lot of weight? I mean, or am I? Not that you had to, but I'm just saying. I don't. John, you can run another program with guests into OBS. Yes, there's OBS Ninja. It's called something else like Video Ninja or something like that. Yeah, you can do that. It worked. I haven't used it in years, and it's a free. What it is, it works off a web browser. You set up in a web browser. You give these people this link, and it'll work in here. I haven't done it. Like I only did it once. It was several years ago. Yeah, but it's not. For the tech people that are not initiated, you could do it with password protected. It still wouldn't be too hard for them to do. A lot of people just don't want to take the time out Holy mackerel! Congratulations! That's really great. That's what I lost the last time. I think I lost 80 pounds, gained it back. I last time I lost about 40, 45. I think time before that I lost maybe 70 or 80. And not everybody's like this, but I've been doing it. I guess I started getting heavy when I was in my, of course, when I started driving a car, which I was 16, so it's 1971. I was married, I was married the first time in 76. Probably the late 70s I started gaining weight. And and I remember the first time I was only like 30 pounds. I was like maybe 180 pounds or something. I lost 30 pounds. And of course I gained that. I always gain it back. I don't know how many times I did it. But not everybody's like that. But but a statistic is 95% of the people will gain. That's a sad thing, 95%. But I got, it's in my family. But I have an older sister. She's able to keep it off. An older brother. They're able to keep the weight off, not me. I can lose. I can lose just like that once I have my mind, but I can't maintain it. You know, it's like I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't do drugs, I don't do anything. But when I'm dieting, I do really good, and I'm gonna have that taste of something sweet. It'll just set me off. And I'm just like binge eating, and I still don't think I do as bad as, but I don't, anything over 1,500 calories, I start gaining weight. And it says you need 2,400 for a man. I don't know. I'm only 5'10", 5'11". Yeah, you don't have anything to worry about, Johnny. You're small. You know what I'm saying? If you're not going to get it now, you ain't going to. But I had my wife. We had family over for Christmas Day, and she bought a turkey at, of all places, Popeye. She bought it back before Thanksgiving. They sold these turkeys, right? And frozen turkeys. And she made it, and it's already heated. All you got to do is heat it. It was already, but it's like I don't know, 13-pound, 12-pound, 14-pound turkey. Oh my gosh, it was one of the best turkeys we ever had. Better than a butterball. It was really good. My son-in-law, he's more of a ham. He likes ham. He's not crazy about turkey. He ate more turkey. He said the best turkey he's ever had. It's gone already. I had a couple of my sandwiches yesterday because I like turkey sandwiches. After Thanksgiving or Christmas. But this looks pretty good. It's the only thing about this. It's a little yellowish. It seems like. I have an overhead light, and I think I can do something with that. No, it's gonna. Oh, you know what? I forgot to have noise reduction. I don't have that on. Okay, got that on. But I think I can do something. No, it takes the color away. Hmm. Saturation. There should be a. I would have to turn the. I don't want to turn that back on. It'll start adjusting again. It's not too bad. That's the. Now I like to have that off. Let me wait. That is the white balance. That's too much. Turn that down. Anyway, good enough. Anyway. Oh yeah, you have turkeys. Well, we got wild turkeys around here. Every now and then we see them. I live in a mobile home park, but I got a wooded area right down the street. I do, but I don't right now, but I do. I use this every day at night or sometimes. I had like 3 of these, but I only normally only use one. What did I knock over? And then actually this works because it's really only what you need. And then if I want to do some RGB, that's this thing here. Oh, that thing will work really good. My wife got me that. I think she got that for me last year or 2 years ago. And if you want to have like a dark setting and some RGB lights going on, that will really work good. And then I got a big thing that I bought last year, and it's rectangular, but it's like three times the size or three times the size of this. And I think will work good too. I can just bounce it off the wall. It would really look cool, but I don't do that. I don't even stream on a normal basis. I haven't. I think me and Larry did. We did the last two live streams. Haven't done anything. Maybe we'll do some more. Like I said, I'm trying to get Don to try it again. He said he's going to try it again, but we've talked the other night. Do you have a right light in front of you? The ring light in the background you should have in front of you to lighten you. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I'm in the daytime right now. I mean, it's daytime right now. It's overcast, really. Yeah, I would be using it. Yeah, I do all this weird stuff. But actually, this is the best light I could have is from here. But it's like last 2 days rain, drizzling rain, overcast, high in the 50s, not cold, no snow. We did have snow about a couple weeks ago, just on the grass, a couple and an inch or so. Nothing on the street, and it seems like every year we get less and less snow, which is fine with me. Because I got a 2-car driveway. Me and my wife parks next to each other, so it's not really much to. It's only very little I have to shovel to get to the cars, and it's even at my 68-year-old body. That's not too hard for me to do. What's hard for me to do is when the plows come and they plow me in the driveway. That's because that settles. It gets hard and. Yeah. Well, same here. My shows are done 8 at night. But if I take my time, I can get, especially when I'm using my Sony cam, I can get some really nice. This is not bad for a webcam. I can get some nice quality video. But my Sony doesn't have a wide field of view. Not as much as this. So I have to sit back a little bit. And this I can adjust a few. And I'm using OBS. I have a thing on here where I don't have it set up right now. The only thing, you can set all this stuff up. You use those sound effects, Johnny. I made one in OBS. It worked really good. But with that last update, it messed it up. I just click on a button. I have those sound effects. And it doesn't sound like it's coming from a transistor. It sounded really good. But it just broke it the last stuff that I did with OBS. So I could just do it again. But it's just, it's fun. But now I listen to, I'm sure some of you guys in here listen to OU812. They do a lot of jamming live. It's like, it can be, they'll invite guests in there. But they have a really cool setup, a wet, dry, wet, something like that. They do a lot of Van Halen. But they're using amps, and they're using all this stuff that you can bring into your computer, and then, using interfaces and a mixer and stuff like that. And now Charles Green, if you're familiar with Charles Green, now I got rid of my amps because I can't. I have a THR-10X right there. That's the only amp I have in the house. I do everything with the VSTs. Now, which you can still get that through YouTube. A lot of people don't know how to do that. They have trouble. Fortunately, I have two mixers. I'm on a Presonus IO24. It's got loopback built in. I just bought a Focusrite 2i2 Gen 4. It has it has loopback built into that. Even the base model now, the Gen 4 Scarlett Solo, has loopback built in, and it just makes it really easy. All you got to do is select your input as loopback, or in my case, I have mixer 1 and 2, and then it's going to pick up anything from your DAW. That's how you get the effects. Now, some people, if you don't have loopback, there's other ways of doing it. And if you're using Reaper, you can do it with a couple steps in Reaper doing it. And there's a thing called like an online DAW collaboration suite. It's called, it's called Lander, and they charge you like monthly, and it's like an online DAW, right? But you can use this Lander utility, and you can download it and use it as a VST. What that will do, if you don't have loopback, that will stream any audio from your DAW into anywhere else. And actually, what Lander is using, it's using virtual audio cables, but it works good. That's probably really easy to do. Loopback, it's so. See, you're doing everything live. You know how you're getting your music. You're doing everything actually coming into we're hearing everything from your amps, I believe, right? You're doing it that way. What you just heard me play, it's coming from software. Like no one's hearing it in the house. It's coming from my software. I use my DAW. I use Reaper, and I have Line 6 Native, which is the same effects I had on my Line 6 Floor when I had it. They were interchangeable with each other. Let me bring it up real fast, because I do have it on right now. Let me show you something real quick. Let me you'll see what I'm talking about. Let me see. Oh, I can show you. I had where my music comes from, and let me see. I'm going to add a video window capture. Let's do that. See what happens. And we don't want that. We don't want that. Let me switch. See if I can switch that to my. I don't want my camera hub. We want that. All right. Okay. That's, you're seeing it. That's Reaper right there. But let me switch. See if it lets me switch over to the. It won't show. It won't show the software I'm using it. My Line 6. Let me do it a different way. Let's do it a different way, and you'll see. Let's do display capture. You're gonna see that for a minute. That's okay, but watch. You'll see. All right, you guys can see that, right? I'm sure you can see that. Let me get rid of that. This is the software I'm doing. Here's the patch I was using. It's a PV Panama. This is Line 6 Native. And these are the same. They're all these patches, which is Factory 1, Factory 2, and then stuff people gave me. They're all interchangeable with like the Helix Floor. Because when I sold my Helix Floor, because I got it since I owned the Helix Floor. This goes for like $200 software. They had it on sale for $100. Then they had another sale for $50 off for last Christmas. So I bought this and I sold my Floor. I did a video. I have a video where comparing sounds between the software, and the Helix Floor. You couldn't tell. I couldn't tell a difference. I mean, there might be somewhat of a difference, but not enough where, you really couldn't tell. But that's where I'm getting all. Oh, you're using Black Hole? Yeah. So that's like a loopback thing. Yeah, you use Black Hole 2-channel 2-cent sound. Okay, that's the same thing. Now Larry bought loopback. There's a software which really made it easy to do on the Mac. Loopback. I'm using Lander on the. Lander works on PC and on my Mac. Hello, Charlie. Yeah, that makes it. Yeah, that's really easy, right, Larry? A lot of users than Black Hole. I used one when I first got mine. What was that one I used? It worked pretty good. Ginger Audio, and that worked good. Then they didn't go out of business. They just shut down their website for a while. They were redoing it, and they redid what I was using. It quit working with some of the updates. And I never bothered with that since I got Lander working on it. It's fine. Merry Christmas, Dwight. How are you? Hope you had a good Christmas. Is it called Loopback, Larry? Your Rogo Media Loopback? Is that what it's called? Yeah, I was going to use that. black hole, and it never did. I downloaded it, but never did use it on the Mac. Because Lander worked fine for what I wanted to do. It worked fine. Yeah, Dwight decided to try OBS. Haven't used OBS in a long time. Not me, not to stream. I use it all the time, but not to stream. Because most of the time I'm going... I most time go through StreamYards, but I wanted to see how it is going live with OBS. I haven't done it in years. Yeah, it's called Loopback. Yeah. So that's so easy. All you do is like, I want this audio go from here to there, right, Larry? Something like that. You just draw a line from there or to the other thing. That's it. It makes it easier. See you later, Johnny. Happy New Year. Yeah, I got a lot of stuff. I just haven't been doing a lot of live streams, and I don't. I'm surprised I'm going this long. I'm self conscious when I go live by myself. I don't know. That's why I like that. I need to have a co-host, or I'd be the co-host, and I'd rather have somebody else be the host because my wife says I mumble when I talk. People can't understand me. I ought to be ashamed of myself. You know, she don't say that, but that's why I like it here. You can't tell. I'm only heavy right in my belly, really. But I'm a little self-conscious. I don't like going out anymore. I have a local music shop, two of them actually. It's been let me see. Whenever I got that ECS 10, that I think I had that when I had those frets filed. I didn't feel like doing it myself. I took it in there. That was got to be 6 months ago. I haven't even been there. But I like going in there, just looking at the stuff. They don't carry Gibson guitars, but they'll carry new Fenders. They do a lot of LTD stuff. They used to carry Gibsons, but they want to do what they told me. They wanted to sell all kinds of other stuff, Gibson shirts and stuff like that. So they don't mess with Gibson. They sell used Gibson stuff, but not new Gibsons. And but they still have Ibanez. They still have a lot of good new stuff, used stuff they get in. But like I said, I've been on this kick for a year now, buying cheap guitars, and now I'm doing my whole setups now. I wouldn't do it before. Now I'll crank on that truss rod. I don't care. It works. I'm not afraid to crank on that truss rod. Now I'm reading up on pickups. Thinking about maybe flopping out. But then if you buy, like I buy these cheap sub $200 guitars, if I buy a pickup, they're going to be a decent pickup. It's going to be over 100. I don't want to do. They have off-brand, like Music Lily have these off-brand pickups are supposed to be pretty good, but really you're defeating the purpose. If I put a Seymour Duncan, a pickup, it's worth more than the guitar, which I've had done before in the past. You're gonna, unless you swap it back out, you're gonna lose money. Because I did, not knowing better, I bought when I got back into playing in 2015. I got the American Deluxe Telecaster right there, the orange one. So I'm not, I got back into it. I've never had more than one guitar before at a time. I'm not going to get what? Who needs more than one guitar now with all this community and man? I started getting. Well, now I had to get this and get that and get that. But I bought it cheap. I bought a mono price Les Paul copy about 6 years ago, and I had it upgraded. It had Seymour Duncan, the JB Jazz 59 set put in. I didn't do it. I found somebody who did it, but it was still cost a little bit of money. And me not knowing better, I told him he can keep the old parts. I didn't know any better. And actually, yeah. And when I sold it, I should have taken out the Seymour Duncans and put the older parts back in. I think I sold it for like $100, where I paid like maybe $200 in parts, or because I think I bought the CTS pots and everything. I didn't know. I do now. Now I have a it's in there. I have a 2011 Epiphone Les Paul. I got that about what year? 19, 20, 23. I got that about 2018 or something like that. I was looking. Actually, I actually went to Guitar Center looking for a Les Paul, maybe like a cheaper tribute, right? I went to Guitar Center, a tribute or one of the lower ones, and the ones hanging on the wall, they're not set up right. You can't really get a good gauge, right? Um, so I'm looking at that and say, oh, none of them felt good. I played some new Epiphone Les Paul. They weren't set up right. And I'm looking at the used section. It had this used 2011 Les Paul Standard Epiphone. I picked it up. Oh my gosh, it played like a dream. I got that. Wound up getting that, right? And it played great. And I upgraded it. I had my shop do it. I didn't know any better. And I put had pearly gates put in there, CTS pot, everything. It does play really, really good. But I tried to sell it once. I only paid $300 for it new. And I'll be lucky to get $400 for it, even with the stuff that's in it. And I did try to sell it once, and I wouldn't get nowhere near, so I quit. I'm going to keep it because it sounds really, really good. If I had known better, I would have kept the old parts, and I could have had it switched out, but I didn't. I know better now. Okay, Esquire Telecaster. Nothing wrong with that. Do you know which, is it Affinity, Charlie? Do you know if you bought Affinity? The Affinities, I had Affinity Telecaster. I gave it to my son-in-law. I mean, when we moved in here because I was running out of room, I don't know. I just gave him that, and I had one of those cheap Ibanez's that played good, really. But the only thing I liked the neck pickup, but the other I didn't like the bridge pickup. It wasn't too good. But enough of that couldn't be fixed right, and it had some sharp frets. And now I do all that stuff myself. I should have kept it because I was really I almost bought a Fender Affinity Stratocaster from the Fender site. During the holidays, it's like $200. They have it up for now, but they had that green color, that light green one. They had it on sale for like $150. Almost bought it, but I got this Gear It GEAR Gear IT for $116. And we had rolled frets, and all I had to do was just set it up, adjust everything the way I like it, and it plays good. I mean, for what they call a budget beginner guitar, which would be really good for any child. But I can't believe how good the frets are on there. Now, my high E string was catching on the 5th fret from the top, but it doesn't do it all the time. And the funny thing is, it's got rolled frets, and they don't actually come to the end. But I'll maybe, if it happens again, it's only happened twice. But I'll put maybe a little bit of super glue or something around there. Or if it needs any foul, it's just really, really, really light. But I'm thinking it's catching just a little bit underneath there, or I'll have to look at it again under like a magnifying glass so I can make sure the next time. But it doesn't happen much. Let's see what we got going in here. Butterscotch Orange. I tell you, some of my best pickups or best guitars I bought, feeling wise, out of the 6 I bought over the year. I bought one of those TBL, the cheap ones. It's like the Epiphone 2s or something like that. Man, that thing plays good, man. It stays in tune, and it's got the P90s, which they're all right. I got a hammer. Hey, Rick, I bought a hammer because I had a couple high frets on my. Which one did I just? Oh, I have that Epiphone SG worn with P90s. Had a couple high frets on there because it's just change the strings, polish the frets and adjust everything. And I do have a hammer. So I bought all kinds of stuff. So I have enough stuff to do a complete fret job. Well, I don't have a good. I do have a what do you call it, sanding utility, but it's a small one. I didn't buy a real good one. I don't like that one. But I have enough. I could do just like a single fret or something like that, a little high fret. Even when you do spot leveling and stuff like that. But I got a crowning tool. I didn't get I got one of these Baroque ones. I didn't get the Fender Guru or what StewMac sells. But this one had good reviews for being a cheap one. And then I bought some other stuff with the, I bought those gauges, fret radius gauges to get an idea. So, because I used it on here, I got it pretty good because I lowered the action, but I still got, it's hard to see, but I got the, I lowered it, but I got it pretty much in, it's, when I measured it, it was a 10, the radius was 10 around the 12 and a little higher frets, So I got it pretty good. Hey, Frank C., how you doing? Happy New Year. Merry Christmas. I'm going live on OBS. I'm going to try OBS instead of StreamYards for once. And I guess it's working. And I guess my audio is still good. Look, you can hear my guitar. You may not want to, but it works. Just using the loop back. See, with one thing about OBS, which is like it takes multiple audio sources at the same time. Let me allude what I helped a few people on here. Actually, I'll try to bring it up. Like people that they want to do these collabs, right? And like OU812, they're actually using their amps, Charles Green, he's using Reaper. He didn't know how to get his sound from Bias Effects. I worked with him to that. We got that working, and then there's another YouTuber I just helped recently. What's the matter? The ball. I think some of you people are familiar with the ball shredder, and he's got a real 20,000 subscribers. I mean, unbelievable guitar player. I mean, if you like shredding, which I do. I mean, he does the alternate pick really, really good. He's got a lot of videos there, but he just started going live, and he couldn't figure out how to get his sound. Like he was, he's got a Line 6 amp. He was doing that. He's just using his mic from his webcam, and of course it's dying out. So I'm sending all this information. I said, wait a minute. Can I have your, we're going to go out in a minute. Give me your email. So I sent him 5 paragraphs. And you do this, you stream anyway. And I did a video, and he thanked me for it. On his last couple shows ago, about 20 minutes in, actually it was his last Wednesday show when he was live. Anyway, for me helping him, he was real appreciative. He got everything working when I told him what to do, just through email. And I did a video for him that he could look at I put on my YouTube channel unlisted. Anyway, so he got everything working. He's going to send me, he does a lot of reviews on cheap guitars and stuff like that. And he makes it sound, they all sound good. And, I know some of the stuff he might get for free, whatever. But he's given me one of the Telecasters he just got. He's going to send me a Telecaster he just got on. I've got the name of it already. And it goes for almost $300. And he's going to send it to me. He's just going to give it to me. So I told him to hold off a little bit because I'll be out of the house a few days because of the holidays, whatever. So I thought that was really nice. I mean, Charles Green wanted to help me. I said, no, I didn't want anything. I mean, but I just like helping people who don't know how to do these things. I mean, I didn't know how to do it. I mean, I get my information just by looking on YouTube too. But on this new, my new Focusrite 2i2 that I got for my other computer, it's got loopback, and there's no real definitive instructions how to do that. And I'm going back and forth with Focusrite. They're really good. I figured out on my own. Then I got finally somebody came. They're telling me to do stuff like with Reaper, what I already knew. No, we want the loopback to work. And I finally got somebody. I already figured out, but somebody did get back to me, and he gave me good instructions. It's really easy. Once you enable loopback let's say if you have a Focusrite, it's not enabled by default. It's like hidden. You have to enable the loop back when you download the Focusrite control software. Once you enable it, all you got to do is just select loop back when you're doing a live stream. So like in other words, if I'm going through StreamYards, like how Charles Green does it, because he don't have an XR mic. He's using his Reaper. He's using Bias Effects. He doesn't have an XLR mic. He's just using his mic from his webcam. But he has to go back and forth in the input settings on StreamYard and select the his loop back, and then when he's playing guitar, then he's got it. And you have to do all the things. You have to turn off echo cancellation, which is kind of a pain. Turn on stereo, and then you got to go back and forth, turn it back to the mic. But it works. It's work. It's a solution. So it does work. All right, you can't figure out how to get the same sound I get using OBS on my Tuesday videos and make it sound the same on StreamYard show. Well, we could now. Charlie, you're doing everything acoustically. You're not. I can't figure out how to get the same sound. Now, StreamYards, you're not like OBS. You got stereo. It's not going to work right on StreamYards unless you buy that upper tier, I believe. There's another one. There's another. No, I don't think that's stereo either. But, Melon, I think, was recently bought within the year. I think. Streamlabs, what do you call OBS Streamlabs bought them out recently. I still think they have the free version. That worked good. Hey, Hack, happy Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Now Melon worked good for stereo, but I'm pretty sure Streamlabs bought them out. But I still think they have that free version you could try out. So I'm not sure if you hit me up, Charlie, I don't know if you have your email or your site. I can't figure out how to get the same sound I get on. So Charlie, does it sound better on OBS than it does on StreamYards? Is that what I'm getting? Oh, I bought a 3rd gen and used it for 2 weeks, and then bought a Behringer. Okay, no, the Behringer, that's a. Okay, 1820. Yeah, the 2i2 3rd gen, I think you have to get, or 3rd gen, I think you have to get 4i4 to have loopback working. Yeah, because that's what Charles Green has. He has a 4i4 3rd gen, and we got it working. You just use the mic. Yeah, I think it's a StreamYard. StreamYard's just not going to sound as good. It's nothing. Yeah. Yeah, it's because of StreamYard. Now, let's say you can try Streamlabs, but can you? Streamlabs is like OBS, and they did have a free version. I haven't used Streamlabs in a long time, but I'm pretty sure they bought Melon. Melon worked good for stereo. I mean, I think you're in here, still in here, Larry. Me and Larry went live a couple times. It worked great. But there's another thing I was using, but I don't think it does stereo either. Well, it's just good interface. But I'll personally check into that, see if you can get any decent sound with. I don't know if you have the free version of StreamYards, but typically, yeah, you're not going to get like OBS. It just you can have multiple instances of audio. Like I got 2 different interfaces. I got my mic. It's a USB mic. I got and then the capture from my Personas interface, Personas IO24. So, all right, I think I went. I don't know how long I've been. I'm looking at everything YouTube. Does it say how long I'm looking? Yeah, duration almost an hour. All right, so it's pretty good. Like I'm doing everything from OBS actually. OBS now gives you a chat window for the StreamYard. I'm sorry. OBS has a chat function in there now that lets me see the YouTube chat, and I'm able to chat right in from it. I don't have to go off the OBS screen at all. And then I can see what my duration is. It's come up on an hour. Drop frames. It says 80, but 0%, whatever that means. And CPU usage point. Like I said, I have I got a Ryzen, what is it, Ryzen 7 3800X, about 4 years old, 32 gigabytes RAM, dedicated GeForce RTX 2070 video card, which probably helps, and because it's using that, and like I said, on point 0.06, 05, 07 CPU use. It's just like it's nothing. It's like it's nothing on here. But my upload speeds and download, they're not the same. I get almost a gigabyte down, but only a gigabyte down, but only like 40 megabytes up, which is still should give you a decent, quality stream. I removed streamer. I'm trying to join other shows to guest to one, but it just doesn't work. Well, you can still use. I think if you're on StreamYards and you're trying to with other guests, what you need to do is, which you might already know, just turn off that echo cancellation. Even if you turn off echo cancellation, turn stereo on when you play. Only when you're playing guitar. Then when you're finished playing, you got to turn it back on. Just see if that helps. Now it's not going to give you stereo through StreamYards, I don't think. I'll have to check up on that. But you. I mean, it sounds good to me what you do. I mean, and you're singing. You played the what's the song you were playing the other day? Phil Collins. That sounded great. I forgot the name of the song, but it sounded great. So, all right. I'm going to stop. That's what I have. 30.02. I have the latest version of OBS. So I'm going to stop the stream. I want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. I hope everything y'all wanted you got, and everybody's safe. Your friends and family are safe, and have a Happy New Year. And thanks for coming in. And Happy New Year, everybody, and thank you. And we shall talk to you guys later. Goodbye, everybody, and end broadcast. And see you guys. Bye. I gotta take my dog out. She wants to go out. Bye, everybody. Okay, Frank. I'll wait and hear from you.